What if I told you that we now have the power to rewrite the human genome with the precision of a word processor editing a sentence? Sounds like science fiction, but this isn't decades away. It's happening right now. In 2025, gene editing is no longer an experimental science. CRISPR-Cas9 has evolved into CRISPR 3.0, more accurate, faster, and able to edit multiple genes at once. Scientists can now remove hereditary diseases, enhance physical traits, and even boost intelligence in lab settings. In China, genetic embryos have already led to live births. In the US, researchers at the Broad Institute are testing ways to reverse genetic blindness. The question isn't, can we do it? It should be, because every breakthrough comes with a catch. Editing the human genome could prevent diseases like sickle cell anemia and cystic fibrosis, but it also opens a door to designer babies, inequality, and unintended mutations that could be passed on forever. Think about it. What happens when only the rich can afford to give their kids better genes? Will we create a two-tier society of the genetically enhanced and the natural born? And what if one wrong snip creates a new kind of incurable illness? The World Health Organization released new guidelines in 2023 to regulate heritable human genome editing, but they're voluntary. That means countries are free to set their own ethical boundaries or ignore them entirely. In 2024, a biotech startup in South Korea announced it had successfully edited embryos for higher cognitive function. Although they claimed it was only for research, whistleblowers leaked internal documents showing plans to commercialize this tech by 2026. The scientific community was outraged. But here's the twist: the public. Mixed reactions. Polls in the US and Europe show that nearly 50% of Gen Z supports gene editing for intelligence, not just health. The ethical debate is no longer confined to labs and universities. It's now being shaped by influencers, tech entrepreneurs, and even NFT-funded biohacking collectives. Welcome to the era where science meets social media. Because here's the twist: you don't need a PhD, a lab coat, or $1 billion facility to start editing genes anymore. In fact, some people are doing it from their garage. While governments debate and scientists draft guidelines, another group is taking matters into their own hands. They're self-taught scientists who believe the power to edit DNA should belong to everyone, not just the privileged few. In 2025, a viral video surfaced of a YouTuber injecting himself with a CRISPR-edited DNA solution claiming to boost muscle growth. The clip gained over 100 million views. He wasn't arrested. That's because the laws haven't caught up. Biohacking kits are now sold online for under $500. Reddit threads teach people how to inject themselves with experimental gene therapies. Some are trying to alter metabolism. Others are attempting to cure their own chronic illnesses. In Germany, a 34-year-old coder with type 1 diabetes documented his journey, modifying insulin gene regulators in his own body. Results: unclear. Enormous. But his Patreon now has 120,000 supporters. The biohacking movement is forcing society to ask, should you need a license to edit your own DNA? Regulators are scrambling. The FDA held emergency meetings after multiple unregulated therapies went viral. In Japan, legislators proposed new laws treating unauthorized gene editing as a criminal offense. But how do you regulate something that can be done in someone's garage? And what happens when people succeed? In March 2025, a Canadian teenager reportedly eliminated his lactose intolerance using a DIY gene editing protocol he found on Discord. Medical journals won't publish it, but the video evidence is compelling. Is this the beginning of a genetic open source revolution, or a biohazard waiting to explode? If individuals can now modify their own DNA at home, what happens when entire societies start redesigning future generations? Are we about to rewrite the future of human development? Let's pull the lens back. We're not just editing DNA, we're reshaping human development. Evolution until now was slow, random, and reactive. But with CRISPR and its successors, we can skip the waiting line. We can engineer traits in months that would have taken nature millennia. The potential is breathtaking. Imagine ending hereditary cancer forever, giving humans resistance to deadly viruses, even unlocking dormant cognitive abilities. But every tool is a double-edged sword. In 2025, a leaked DARPA document revealed ongoing research into genetically enhancing soldiers for better endurance and faster healing. China and Russia have been suspected of similar programs. If one country starts engineering superhumans, do others have a choice but to follow? This isn't theoretical. It's already influencing foreign policy. In April 2025, the UN Human Rights Council launched a new inquiry into genetic arms race after whistleblowers revealed covert programs in 5 different countries. So should we hit pause? Many ethicists say yes until we have better oversight. Others argue that a moratorium would only push the work underground, or worse, offshore. And then there's a spiritual dimension. Religious leaders from multiple faiths have called gene editing a violation of natural law, a dangerous game of playing God. But that begs the question, what if playing God means saving lives? We are the first species with the power to take evolution into our own hands. The real challenge, making sure we do it responsibly, equitably, and wisely. So now the question turns to you. If we could eliminate disease, extend life, and unlock human potential through gene editing. Should we do it? Or are we opening a door we won't be able to close? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the future of human evolution and emerging tech.